Hey everyone, welcome to Flickering Myth Fridays. This is the show where I break down this week in pop culture. We have a wild week to talk about. The Oscars are this weekend, and then we have some major Captain Marvel news. Everything from projections to pre-sales to the first critical reactions. Let's dive into the Oscars first and talk about Captain Marvel a little later. The 91st Academy Awards are this weekend, and I am so excited. We have some major films for Best Picture: BlacKkKlansman, Vice, Green Book, The Favorite, A Star is Born, Bohemian Rhapsody, Black Panther. Oh my god, there is so many of them, and there's going to be a hot race. We have Roma, who's the front runner for all of it, but Green Book is somehow creeping up. Bohemian Rhapsody will not go away. That film's like, all the controversy, I'm still here. A Star is Born still has a chance. This year is a great year for Best Picture. I think almost any of them can win. Any of them have a chance. Black Panther has a chance to be the first superhero film to ever win Best Picture. That's major. No matter how you feel about that movie, that is something major for comic book movies. Then you also have A Star is Born, a movie musical that is so popular, made a lot of money. But you cannot talk about musicals this year and money without talking about Bohemian Rhapsody making like $800 million. That is insane. I may have my own feelings about that movie, but congratulations to Bohemian Rhapsody for slaying this whole award season. I have my issues, but it won't go away, so I have to sit back and say good job to that film. Good job to all the films nominated for Best Picture. There has been some amazing campaigns. We've seen Black Panther somehow not give up. A Star is Born, Roma, The Favorite, Vice. Amazing films this year. And we also have amazing categories like Best Actress, Olivia Colman, Lady Gaga, Glenn Close battling it out. You have Best Actor, the battle between Rami Malek and Christian Bale. Oh my gosh. And then you have the technical categories where Black Panther has a chance to take Best Production Design, Best Costumes, Best Score. This is going to be a major and insane year. I cannot wait. We have horror films like A Quiet Place still there. No love for Hereditary, no love for Toni Collette, but horror is represented. We still have BlacKkKlansman that feels like a terrifying movie. I literally cannot wait to see what happens. Speaking of BlacKkKlansman, Spike Lee is nominated for Best Director for the first time in his career. Bradley Cooper got snubbed, which is sad, but you have Spike Lee there. This is, I just cannot get over how crazy this is going to be. They air this Sunday night on ABC at about 8 p.m. If you're in the UK, I'll leave you down information below how you can watch the broadcast, because you do not want to miss this if you're a film fan. Speaking of film fans, we have a major comic book movie coming up, and it is getting some early news. First things first on my Captain Marvel list, the early projections. The film is projected to make about $100 million, which is not that much compared to some of the other Marvel movies. Hell, I think like Black Panther almost made like $200 million its opening weekend. There is some insane numbers that movies have made, so this $100 million isn't that amazing for Captain Marvel, but still $100 million, that's still a lot of damn money. I'm excited to see if it's gonna go up, if it's gonna go down. What's gonna help it go up is this critical reaction. The early social media embargo has lifted for Captain Marvel, and people are really praising it. A lot of people are really loving that 90s nostalgia to the film. Brie Larson's character even wears like a 9 Inch Nails shirt most of the movie. If you are craving 90s references and nostalgia and jokes, this is the film for you. I can't say too much about it. I have seen it. I will say a lot of that nostalgia, a lot of that 90s vibe will help you ignore a lot of the minor flaws for this movie. There is some flaws. This is not 100%. Even people on social media aren't 100% positive about the movie, but they're talking about Ben Mendelsohn's amazing villain, Brie Larson surprising a lot of people, even Goose the Cat getting some major praise. I cannot wait to see what happens when the actual social media embargo lifts the actual review embargo, not just the social media for Captain Marvel. I want to see that Rotten Tomatoes score. I want to see what happens to this movie, because what broke today is the newest bit of news. The pre-sales for Captain Marvel are outdoing Wonder Woman, outdoing Aquaman, and they're just behind Black Panther. Wow. For this movie to be projected not making that much money, like I said, only that $100 million, those pre-sale numbers are insane. I really think that early social media reaction really shifted the conversation, really put this movie in a positive light. We have the Oscars this weekend, Captain Marvel coming out in a couple weeks. That is it for this week's Flickering Myth Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. I cannot wait to join you guys next week for more news. We'll talk about the Oscars. We might have more Captain Marvel news, and we have more movies to talk about. Oh boy, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know how you felt in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to Flickering Myth so you can see all of our news, all of our videos. Check out our website at flickeringmyth.com and leave me a thumbs up. I love those so much. Thank you again for tuning in to Flickering Myth Fridays, and stay tuned for more videos just like this.